Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news.
Hello, good people. Welcome back to our channel. PDP crisis is escalating every day, and unfortunately, some of their key stakeholders are losing interest in the party. But then, one of the issues that most of them are deliberating on is the issue of Wike being a one-man risk of the party. You may get to know what this really means, especially looking at the fact that he's romancing with APC, and then the situation and the crisis in PDP, and the fact that 2027 is fast approaching. Let's listen to the position of one of their major key stakeholders who had been an Ogun State governorship aspirant, and get to hear his position about what the future of the party is, where the party is right now. The news, the chieftain of the People Democratic Party, Segun Sowunmi, has said Nyesom Wike would have resolved the current crisis in the party if he was functioning. It has been reported that Sowunmi said the former Rivers State Governor Wike has become indispensable in the party. In an interview, he said that the former PDP governorship aspirant in Ogun State regretted that the crisis of the party has no end in sight. According to him, he says, he who is mostly vilified, and if you like, when you mention his name, you are accused of having been funded by him. It is his rule in the party over the years that is now clearly becoming a garbing hole. I've always said that Nyesom Wike is the Achilles, the key man risk. A key man risk is that one person that his functionality and well-being impacts the organization one way or the other. I have concluded without any reservation and no apologies to anybody that Wike is the key man risk of the PDP. Had he been functioning in the PDP the way they had known him, I can guarantee you all of these things going on, he would have found a way, whether dancing, bribing, begging, speaking, bullying, to stabilize them. His absence is clearly a question of if it didn't they. Now has peace returned to the party? How could peace have returned to the party? On the issue of Ude Okoye and Anyawu's crisis, the Ogun State PDP Chieftain condemned the inability of the party's board of trustees to address the national secretary's crisis between Sunday Ude and Samuel Anyanwu. He questioned why BOT members failed to stand on their agreed decision in Enugu when they had a meeting in Abuja. According to him, he says, let me tell you something that interests you. The BOT leadership sat in Enugu with all the southeastern leaders. They have affirmed Okoye, yet they were invited to a meeting in Wadata House that has Anyanwu, whom they say they don't want sitting there. They watch Okoye get bullied out of the place, and yet they did not protest. They didn't leave the place. They sat down there, they completed the meeting, they gave a communique, so you get the impression that the elders have become like children who don't have the capacity and the strength of character to say this is our position and we are standing by it. And then what do you want the party to do? The members, people like us that are passionate members of the party, slowly but gradually we are beginning to accept the reality. Sowunmi also argued that the PDP was in the intensive care unit. He decried that the party has failed to look inward in its crisis but resorted to blaming others. He explained that the party's crisis could be managed easily with the commitment. He said the consolation for some party faithfuls remains the stability at the ward, local government, state and zonal level. In his words, and I quote, he said PDP is in ICU, intensive care. It's blaming everybody, but it's not blaming itself. We have blamed the president for even taking Wike. We have not blamed ourselves for not having someone that has the balls and the capacity to reverse the process. We have blamed other people of causing problems that we are the ones causing ourselves, or they are the ones causing themselves. We are going to a united major that does not give you the power to deregister the PDP or to deregister any other party. I think that I have accepted that everything that has a beginning can sometimes have an end. My hope is that maybe by us speaking some truth to them, they can take a halt and ask themselves, really, what is the problem? And my consolation, if there be any, is that the crisis is only at the top. The baseline of the party at the world level is a bit stable. The party at the local government level is stable. The party at the state, most of the state is stable. The party in the zone minus a little bit of the issue in the southeast is a bit stable. We are not having any problem in the zone of the southwest. We are not having it in the south south. We don't really have any major problem in the north central, northeast, and northwest. So maybe the only problem we have is in the National Working Committee, and then you look at the National Working Committee itself. Perhaps we should say the only issue we have is maybe the top two. We don't seem to have any problem with the national organizing. We don't really have any problem with the publicity and all the others. So if they can recognize that you can continue like this in an election, in a situation where we have lost 3 elections back to back, blaming everybody except ourselves, I think we will be okay. But those who want to leave the party, who are tired and think that maybe they can do some amalgamation or decamping, that they are calling majors, just decamp and let the party have peace. If some of them even live to this, they are so-called major process, maybe they will be able to see who is left. Maybe the ones that will be left will be like orphans who will then know that their fathers and mothers are dead, and they now have to, on their own energy, move themselves forward. But something has to give. It's nasty because it's giving the whole country and the democratic conversation in the country. It's making it look untidy. It's making it look uninspiring. It's wearing out all the young people in the country and people that are potential voters for a nation where people don't even turn out to vote because they don't have real clear choice. Do you accept the oldest one, of the most stable one, of the most consistent one, of the most democratic party to be measured by kindergarten? Of course, if it didn't they, it didn't they. That was the position of Shehu, and I must say for me that fence sitting will not really help PDP at this point. Unfortunately, just like he had clearly pointed out, it seems as though most of the key stakeholders are looking the other way, at least to possibly have amalgamation or a merger with some other party. But, the issue that is quite disturbing is the fact that they are still part of the party. They are not leaving soon enough for the party to, get back itself. And like he pointed out, if this party is to be handed over to Wike, why not hand it over to him so that let him run the show? And so that we know that it is now Wike's PDP. Than for us to keep hanging on like they are doing right now. PDP is fast losing its word. And it's not just losing its word, it is fast calling for an emergence of another party that will stand to fight with APC come 2027. And I think that at this point, if they continue shifting solutions forward, or the process of creating a solution, keep shifting it for very soon, PDP will be a thing of the past. Or possibly they may be like some, English football team who were at the top, but because things were not done right, today they are at 14, 15 position, like Manchester United.